blessing, money, testimony. Go to follow, you they go.
This year, good news, giant plenty balling. Go to follow, you they go.
Everything I've been wanting, manifesting for my life.
Everything you've been wanting, manifesting for your life.
Even before you call, you don't answer prayer. My papa, you too shy, you don't fit for your...
Well, hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Nene's Notions. You guys already know my name is Nene, and welcome to my 5th episode of Nene's Notions. All right, yeah, y'all, I know I haven't been posting a lot. Forgive me, charge it to my head and not my heart. It was spring break, and I had to take my break. I wasn't feeling that well, but hey, I'm back, and now I'm about to, get into this topic that I'm talking about today. But today, honestly, I have 2 special guests with me today. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves? Whatever.
All right, I guess I'll go first. I'm Austin O'Corey. I'm a student here at PGCC.
My name is Sydney Reed, and I'm also a PGCC student here.
Yeah, so I had to get my brother and my sister to come on my show because, hey, I need more podcasts, I need more diversity, I need more opinions, because that is what my show is about after all. All of us keeping an open mind and hearing different people's sides on different topics that we talk about. So, without further ado, y'all ready to get into my notion for today?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, y'all. But honestly, hold up. Yeah, sorry, y'all. But honestly, with my notion connects with a video and a topic that the incident happened 2 years ago, but I just recently found out about it, because I was just like scrolling through, social media, and I was like, okay, hey, here it is. I have, this big thing that got opened up to me, because I was just like going through like other YouTube channels and things like that, and then in an instant I saw this incident that happened at ASU, Arizona State University, of these two girls basically going at these 2 white boys in a sense of, basically what they've they being in part of a multicultural center, and they were at a multicultural center, and there was 2 white boys that were there that were part of a multicultural center that went to the multicultural center on campus. Forgive me for say alternating it a little bit. So they were these 2 white guys were at the multicultural center, and they had, one of the guys had a Police Lives Matter sticker on his computer. One had an anti-Biden shirt, and they both had Chick-fil-A cups, because I'm guessing they both just came from Chick-fil-A. Hey, everyone loves Chick-fil-A. I know I do. There's nothing wrong with it. But then these 2 girls, I call them the 2 woke, and I'm gonna get into that later. But I call them the 2 woke, and here's my thing. That's what I just say for people who are it's giving Black Panther, but not. Like pseudo Black Panther, right? Wannabe Black Panther. Yeah, wannabe Black Panther,
like,
in a sense.
Are the 2 girls like 2 Black women?
Yeah. Yeah, they're of different races, and they're like, of minority. Okay. And they've been a part of all these different programs, just fighting for Black students within the university. And you know what? To me, I'm not saying I don't stand by what they were doing, like getting more voices for many minorities of students that are on campus within, ASU, because there are many, colleges and on campuses that, have that problem with different minorities and not giving, everyone an equal playing field. Yeah. And, they want everybody's voices to be heard. And I'm behind it, but the sense of that, what irritated me most, and what kind of like, I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to say whole bar. The thing that really kind of pissed me off about this whole thing is that the way that I feel like it was a form of harassment, and how they were kind of discriminated against them a little bit. Because I just say, for me, and this is just my personal opinion, don't, like I say, everybody else has their different opinion. Mm-hmm. I just feel like the way that they went at them, they called them white supremacists because he had a Police Lives Matter sticker, an anti-Biden an anti-Biden shirt and a Chick-fil-A cup. How does that scream white supremacy?
It doesn't.
I don't really understand associating anti-Biden sentiment with white supremacy, because that's implying that Joe Biden is for the black people or the minority cause, when he's proven time and time again that he isn't. Not to say that these two white boys were on like the side of minorities when they put that shirt on, but I don't think that like an anti-Biden shirt should instantly be associated with racism.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. I was like, it's not like, it wasn't like a thoroughly like connection to racism, because you don't know their values and their morals. You don't know that.
Yeah,
you don't know where they stand. You don't know how they are as a person or how they carry themselves as a person. You don't know that. You're instantly like discriminating against them and saying, oh, well, like, you know, basically your perception of them is saying, oh, because they have these certain things, they are connected to that, when that can be far from the truth. And also, a Police Lives Matter sticker does not mean that they are racial as well, because you know, in today's society, you know how everybody feel, you know what's going on with the Black Lives Matter movement and how police brutality has spilled over, and because of those certain cops, they are so quick to generalize all officers. So I just say on that part, and you know, here they come with the whole, oh yeah, police are killers, da da da, all this stuff like that. So for me, it was just a spilling of ignorance and uneducation. You're like, being in a multicultural center, I don't know why people think that it's only like, I understand, yeah, you want to like have all minorities, you know, within the multicultural center, but also all race and ethnicities have a culture. So that's why I'm just like, okay, what was the point of going at them so heavy? Because it's just like, and then like some things that they say, well, this whole campus is a cater to you, and y'all being white, this is the only center where we can have. And I'm like, okay, so you mean to tell me that they're disclosing many different minorities and ethnicities from y'all campus, from different study spots and study areas? Because honestly, they were just there to study. Like, they weren't doing no harm done. So, and my thing is that there was like 2 other black girls on the side, and they weren't phased. There was even an Asian guy that stepped up and defended them off of what the girls were saying. So that's why I was like, I'm confused.
The
But-
thing is, I can see both perspectives in this case, but I don't agree with the girls going full aggro and just like harassing the dudes for what they were wearing.
Yeah.
But I can understand, if you're in a multicultural center, to see someone wear like a pro-police message on their shirt, or to like have anti-Biden message along with the Chick-fil-A cups or whatever they were holding, I can see how someone would assume that they might have bad intent by being there, like they don't actually want to study at the multicultural center, they want to just like cause some chaos or ruckus. But I don't think it's fair for them to like do anything with that assumption, you know. I don't think it's fair for them to start recording and instantly like causing a fight with these people and giving them what they want, you know. I just don't see the point of it. Like, unless they were vocally saying some ignorant stuff or just like going against or antagonizing the students there was no reason to start up a whole confrontation. It's blatantly unnecessary.
Yeah. Sydney?
There's a lot.
Yeah,
But-
for real.
I don't know why those 2 black women would criticize them for wearing a shirt and the sticker on the laptop. It's unfair for all these people.
Right.
But
And I just say, there's so many different layers to this one story. And that's why I was like, dude, we need to talk about this. Because I was like, there's so many different layers to this one story. Because you shouldn't be so quick to like, you're fighting for, and my like whole generalized notion about this entire situation is that, how is this helping your cause? Like, that was my one golden question through this entire incident and things like that. Through what you did and berating those 2 boys, how was that helping your cause? Don't get me wrong. I am always and forever. I love the skin that I'm in. I stand for my people 110%. I will go to a protest any day and standing for my people. I don't have no problem. But it's just like, I know how to have respect for many different races and ethnicities. Just because, and my thing is that there was one like YouTube couple that did hit on this that I watched, and they reacted to this because there was so many different black people that were reacting to this in the whole incident, because they was just like, and each and every one of them was like, this is sad that they had to feel like that they gotta fight like how past generations did, you know, to overcome. And honestly, I give all the glory to God for, you know, the minds behind the movement that stood up for our people and saying enough is enough as African Americans, and having our just change in society as we have it today and more equality. But it's just like they feel like they gotta fight even 10 times harder. I get, yes, there are still some biased things, certain injustice and certain, like, you know, luxuries and injustice that are going on with today in society, and we do have to fight for that and be voices for the voiceless. And I do feel in some things, but we ain't gotta be how it's not like how it was back then. Like there was even like there was some people that's being like, they ain't gotta be so activist, like you feel what I'm saying, in the sense like you don't have to be like so activist, like not saying like you don't you're not like you don't have to be like, you don't have to be an activist or you can't be an activist, because guess what, we stand for like many people who are activists today. But it's just like you can use your voice to be a blessing unto others and stand for what's right and stand by your cause and stand for certain injustice that's going on, but you shouldn't let your cause and your actions, your cause, and shift your mindset and have a form of ignorance towards certain races. You want to stand on inclusion and everyone being equal, but yet you segregate one. Like that's just for me. But
do you believe that their main goal was segregation and not just like a little safe space for black people and other minorities to feel comfortable and heard on campus? I'm not talking about mainly the aggressors, like the two women who accosted the two white dudes. I'm talking about just like anyone else who's on the side of said woman. Do you believe that their main mindset is, oh, we should segregate, and oh, we should hold white people accountable for everything? Or do you believe that their mindset is more of we're a disenfranchised people, we don't really feel safe on this majority white campus, so I want our voices to be heard more often?
I feel like the people that were standing behind the girls and I tagged onto their ignorance, I feel like their mode is just to keep, you know, white people segregated in a sense. I feel like other minorities do feel that hey, we want to make sure that we are heard, and that's why, you know, what was the basis on the multicultural center, and I stand behind that. But I feel like mainly majority of like the people that back those two girls, like they're on that tip.
So you view them more as like reactionaries?
Yeah.
Like they didn't really get the proper education on the topic. They just saw this occur and decided to hop on a bandwagon of sorts.
Yeah, and honestly, it's the same thing that, you know, we talk like in sociology, how we hit on like, you know, the fact of like how people see things in social media or certain things, and they get provoked and they get and their mindset changes and they go inside, you know, following the bandwagon, say, hey, let me hop on the bandwagon with everybody else, instead of having your own mindset, your own views, your own morals, your own values, your own open mind towards certain things. You're letting certain things influence you or certain people influence you, and say, hey, so if they're shouting out that it's right, well, maybe it's right, and then you follow the crew instead of being separate and being like, oh, let me do my own deeper research, my own education, my own knowledge, and keeping my own open mind on this.
Yeah, I think that's a very big issue in society nowadays. We live in a zeitgeist of conformity where people believe that, oh, if someone says something loud enough, or like if more people say it, I have to follow what they're saying as well. They don't really take time to like analyze things deeper. They just hop on the bandwagon, go along with what anyone else is saying. And if social media tells them to hate someone, they're going to hate them. If social media tells them to love someone, they're going to love them.
Right.
You know, like there's a lack of critical thought, critical thinking.
Right. And that's the thing. And even though like, and that's kind of sad in a sense that social media, like, I'm not saying that I don't stay on Instagram. I'm on Instagram live right now, actually. I'm not saying that I don't stay on Instagram or like I'm not on social media, but it doesn't consume my life. And also, I don't let other people's views influence mine.
Yeah.
Like, just as simple as someone saying, like, just as simple as someone giving a movie review and saying, yo, Nene, this movie was bad. You should not go see this. I was like, dude, let me go see it for myself so I can give my own personal opinion on it. Not saying that I'm not hearing y'all, but let me give my own view on it. So it's just like you shouldn't let other people and certain things influence you to shift your mindset. You should have your own personal mindset and saying, hey, this is what I feel. This is how I stand. And not be so easily persuaded by someone else that just makes one social media post and be like, oh, okay.
That's done. On
Right.
to the next.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's concrete. On to the next. Like, what the heck? like how does that work? Like, what? Like, and my thing is that, and here's my thing. Like, it's just the common sense of where do people's minds be? Like, that's the thing. Like, where do you get this altered mindset from? Like, did you form it on your own? Is it foundational? Is there an example? Let me know, because I'm confused.
I mean, if I were to hazard a guess, for most of these people, they don't really like to think. Like, I think we're looking at this from the assumption that people want to find out more about these issues and they want to be more informed on it. I feel like they only take up positions or like take up stances on these things just to conform with the rest of the crowd. Like, they feel left out if they don't have anything to say. So instead of like, researching, finding out where they stand on a topic, they'd rather just hear from their friends or family about like what they should believe, because it's easier than researching.
But sometimes family can be ignorant.
Oh,
Not taking shots or throwing shade to anybody's
all
family.
of them.
Not no palm trees here. We're just saying that if y'all agree, y'all agree to disagree. Let me know. Comment section. Hey, let me know. But it's still in the same sense. It's just like sometimes there are some family members and even some friends who can be so close-minded and ignorant because
and they just don't care at all.
Right.
And I want to say that all black families, they not bad at all.
For real.
But
generally,
they sometimes can be annoying.
Yeah.
Ratchet.
Yeah.
Yo,
yes.
Yeah, in a lot of black families, there's a big focus on like keeping up with the status quo.
Right.
Like deviating from a generally accepted opinion is seen as wrong or bad, or like, oh, you're not black, or oh, you're not this if you don't believe this and that. So
and
it
it's
kind of takes away from the whole like singular mentality. It's just herd-like thinking sometimes.
Right, and especially also when it comes to like a lot of interracial families or interracial children, like they have to be like, oh, hey, I gotta be in this crew. But then like some of their white friends can be like, oh yeah, you're not white enough. But then when they go hang out with their white side of the family or their white side of the family, be like, oh yeah, you're not so black enough. You're not black enough. I was like, dude, why can't I be proud of both? Why can't I be on both sides? I just like what's so bad about
That's
me
racist,
like being like
basically.
Now that's racial. Like why can't I be proud of both sides of me? Like at the end of the day, honestly, like I said, I'm down for interracial couples. Like I say all the time, I say when it comes to me, when it comes to guys, I love all colors of the rainbow. I don't discriminate at all.
Just love who you love.
Like at the end of the day, you love who you love, and honestly, you should be thanking God and giving all the glory to God for now we're at a point of where people are not seeing color anymore and seeing more of the person. But there's certain people that are like that don't see color anymore, but there's certain ones that just like. Yo, and that's what I don't like too about the like there was like one time where I seen this Instagram video where this woman was like, this black woman was like, saw this white woman with a black male, because they were in an interracial couple, and she was like, well, this is why it's like it's embarrassing, you're stealing our men. I was like, lovely.
That's not your man.
Like
that right. I was like, I don't like that.
The thing is though, I'm gonna speak from two sides of the issue. Well, I wouldn't even call it an issue. I just call it a thing that occurs. But I believe if someone wants to date someone who is of a different race than them, there's literally no issue with that. love who you love, same
Right.
as the skin color.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I also don't like it when someone dates outside their race and instantly feels the need to bash their own. Like, let's say
Right.
you have a black man who dates a white woman. It would be all fine and dandy if he's like, "Ooh, I love this woman. She's the love of my life." But in the case where he's like, "Oh, I love her because she's not black. She's not this and that."
Right,
she's
I
not,
don't like that.
stereotypical, whatever. That's bad because it just
I don't
shows
like
some
that
self-hatred
either.
and you're putting down an entire group
Punch
of
you in the
people.
face.
Yeah, cause here's my thing. It's just like, cause just because I would never, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whoever God leads me to, whoever God blesses me with, whoever I end up with, no matter what race or ethnicity they are. I would never like I said, I will always and forever be proud of where I came from, of who I am, my race and my ethnicity, my culture, because I come from generations of greatness. So it's just like, I will always be proud. I will never down my race just because of who I'm with. And this is all about people, you being willing to keep your stand, keep your morals, stand firm in your morals and your values. Because why are you going to be so easily persuaded to branch off because of who you're with, how much money you make, your title? Bruh, it shouldn't mean none of that.
Shouldn't matter.
If you believe in nothing, you'll fall for anything.
Say it for the people in the background, Austin, because that's just Cindy, you was about to say something?
Yeah, I was about to say my perspective. I would say I'm mixed with Indian and Irish, so I get it because my grandmother is white. So, and then the Indian side is my aunts and uncles and my mom and dad. So, if I date some like Puerto Rican, right? If I date them like 4 months, 5, they'll be cool with it. Because my family is the most nicest family in the whole world.
They're super down home, yeah.
Yeah. But if it's a white person, I don't know how that's going to go. But I don't discriminate at all.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's what my mom told me. And my mom and I, we have amazing conversations, But the one conversation that resonated with me. Well, one of our conversations, because we have many that really resonated with me. But one thing that my mom said, I told her that it doesn't matter to me. I love who I love. I don't discriminate when it comes to any race. But she's like, yeah, Nina, if you end up, as long as the God loves you for the way that God made you, as long as he loves you, respects you, he doesn't treat you wrong, I'm fine with it. And I don't care what color his skin is. But also, Nina, get educated on their race. So you don't say anything disrespectful. You don't say anything out of pocket. You make sure that you are respecting not only their culture and also they're respecting yours. Make it a two-way streak of like they're respecting your culture and you be willing to respect theirs. You guys love one another, but be willing to respect their culture and you respect theirs. Just be willing to educate. And that's all my mom was saying. Because she said, Nina, as long as a person don't do you wrong, I'm fine. I don't care what color of skin they are. And even my stepdad tried to joke and be like, yeah, Nina, we'll turn him black. And I'm like,
how will you do that?
I was like, please. I was like, please, stop. I was like, stop. Pump brakes on that. But yeah, but what me and my mom was saying about the whole conversation, we were just like, yeah, she doesn't mind me dating anybody, but it's just like, it's the willingness of being willing to educate yourself. Because everyone has to be willing to educate themselves on many races and ethnicities, no matter who you're with or who God leads you to. At the end of the day, we all have to be willing to respect one another, and everybody's stances. And if more people knew that, people could be at peace, but
they don't.
Exactly. But and those are people that you say, you pray that God touches their hearts, because it's just like it's a form of you just being like, dude, get with the times. A new day has arise, has came, it has arise, everything like that. So that's why I say, love bugs, pump your brakes on a lot. Get real and get into the times. Wake up. Wake the whole heck up. Well, that's our notion for today. On this, and I hope you guys got really educated on this. I hope you guys really heard what we were saying, get involved into this, and also you guys, like I said, make sure you guys follow me on my personal Instagram.
One more thing.
What's up?
Don't discriminate, please.
Yes.
Because if you do,
keep an open mind.
There's a lot of chaos that's going to come your way.
Valid, Sydney, valid. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me on my 5th episode of my podcast at Nene's Notions. Sorry. And make sure you guys follow me on my personal Instagram at Nene the Leap Year Baby. Make sure you guys follow me on my Facebook. Y'all just look at my name, NENASMITH. That is my Facebook. And also follow me on my podcast Instagram, which is at Nene's Notions Podcast. Show me some love. And also, you guys, now I'm on Spotify. I'm not just on YouTube. I'm on Spotify as well. So make sure you guys go over to Spotify, check me out over there, and also show me some love on my YouTube channel. Spread the word, because I'm trying to build up my fan base for all of us to know and get our connections together, our relationships together, and be willing to have an open mind and a clear stance on everything. Thank you to Sydney and Austin for coming on the show. Thank you. Thank you. And also, you guys, I would like to give a big shout out to the humanities department. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me this platform. Thank you so much, Bobby, for putting up with me. And thank you for putting up with me and my show and everything that's going on. All right, y'all. So we will see you guys next time, and you guys have a blessed day. Bye.
Deuces.
This blessing, money, testimony. Go to follow you they go.
This year, good news, giant plenty balling. Go to follow.